In this video, I want to talk about how do you transition to becoming an entrepreneur. So let's start with you would be considering the idea of a career change. In this video, we're talking about people that are either in industry, working in a company, in the management or staff ladder, and they're thinking about something different. They're thinking about entrepreneurship. The other thing that they might be doing is they may be essentially an entrepreneur inside a corporation. So they may be showing entrepreneurial traits and they be given the opportunity to act entrepreneurially in a corporation. We would call that an intrapreneur. So 2 points. One is that you're either considering entrepreneurship or you're in a company acting like an entrepreneur and thinking, I want to go the whole way. I want to become an entrepreneur. So this video is dedicated to you. So a few key tips. The first thing is there's often a lot of fear or risk attached to becoming an entrepreneur. And it would be crazy to assume that that doesn't exist. But what we can do is allay some of those fears and risks by understanding more about what's that journey or process to becoming an entrepreneur. So the first one is we look for some form of financial range. So in terms of what's the opportunity, and more importantly, what's the survival rate? How much do we need to earn in order to carry on our life while we make this transition? So often or not, to become an entrepreneur is to join another startup, a younger company, where you can wear multiple hats, you can learn more things, and you can refine your opportunity of becoming an entrepreneur and one day creating your own company. The other way is to become the founder and to create your own opportunity, to raise your own funding and to build your own business. And for that, we get back to this, what I call this survival rate. What do you need in order to allay your fears? The better you understand what your downside is, the easier it is to transition out of a corporation into entrepreneurship. Key rule, give yourself 2 years of financial freedom in the opportunity. Second point, give yourself the opportunity to climb back into industry. This is what we call downside protection. You've come down, you said, I tried it, I liked it, I learned a lot, but I've not been able on this occasion to make it successful. How do I get back to that opportunity, that core skill set and experience that you have that's valuable later on? Again, that's not why you enter into entrepreneurship, but the way you reduce your fears and risk is to understand that you actually have some downside protection. You have the ability to bounce back. That will give you the confidence of moving into entrepreneurship. The third one is to go and study entrepreneurship. There's so much out there, but actually what you need are practical insights about all the different functions and how you can avoid the constant and repeatable pitfalls that entrepreneurs often fall into. And I'm surprised because it's always the same things. So we can do an awful lot by understanding what they are. And the fourth and final point here about transitioning from industry or being an entrepreneur in industry over to entrepreneurship is, whilst it's great to understand the value of entrepreneurship and the industry you're going into, but once you understand all the tips and skills, go and find a mentor, someone that's done it, that can help you right from inception and start to walk that journey with you and be a source of inspiration and validation as you go through the process. I talk an awful lot about becoming an entrepreneur to an entrepreneur or making that transition. The Entrepreneur Seminar Program is especially valuable and is directed for people that are considering entrepreneurship. I hope you found this video interesting, and if you're interested, find out more at entrepreneurseminar.com. Thanks for watching.